Jerry Collins.
Mr. Collins, welcome.
Mayor, Council, thank you. Just a couple comments. I've been up here a couple times talking about this subject. Murph Kennel's been up here as the president of our local union talking about this subject. In general practice, as a union, we do not take a position on whether you should or should not take over EMS, consolidate the fire department. That's just not what we do. That's against what we stand for. However, I do come up and I express some concerns, multiple issues that go in with that subject. This is certainly not to be construed as bargaining. We have told the city manager that if we do get to that point, we would like to impact bargain the effects on the employees and conditions of employment. The concern that I have that I heard Mr. Daniels bring up, and I appreciate him bringing up, but it kind of just didn't get any attention. I really want for you guys to think about it, and I would love to hear at some point for you guys to address publicly that under consolidation, as it was brought up in the very beginning, is we will ensure that everyone has a job. And the paperwork that came back from the county originally said, under that chief at the time, that everyone would have a job. Now they've got a different chief, and the letter from the county administrator said that 4 people would not have a job. And that concerns me. And, you know, we're a brotherhood, sisterhood. We take care of each other. You know, we fight like siblings, but we don't leave someone behind. And this proposal leaves 4 people behind. And we don't think of just firefighters being online. And we include the chiefs and we include the administrative assistants. You know, they're not even in my bargaining unit, but I'm here telling you that I would like for you to say everyone will have a job. And I believe it's very feasible. And there's no reason why the city can't make that promise that we will ensure that people who have been here for 19 years have given 19 years of their life and have grown up their families with my family. I'm asking for a commitment that says you're doing the study. If you want to do the EMS study, great. If none of this happens, that's fine. But if it does go that way, ensure these people that are sitting on the seat right now just wondering, am I going to have a paycheck in 3-4 months? That is a very uncomfortable position for someone who's been here for 19 years. I don't think that it's fair for you to put them in that position and their spouses and children in that position to have given this much time to this city and these citizens and not be assured by you that whatever decision you make will still ensure them a job. That's my main point. One of the other items that was brought up was as far as the pension. Pay as you go. You know, the whole concept of that is the current citizens' taxpayer dollars go towards the current services or the current debt that's accrued by those services being provided. You know, our pension, had it been funded the way it was supposed to be all along, would not be where it is today. And that's the bottom line. And we have plenty of documents to show you that we came to past council members and past city managers and said, you're underfunding this. So I don't understand how we can say that it's going to go down to $600,000 next year. That doesn't make sense to me. I'd like to see that. It needs to be funded. It needs to be funded properly. And it needs to be funded now. If you're pushing it off for 5 or 10 years, first of all, I'm concerned about the financial stability of the pension. And secondly, you're saying that the taxpayer 5 years from now is going to pay for the debt that was accrued 10 years ago. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I applaud you for looking at things, looking at the numbers, looking at the facts and figures, and you need to make that decision. It's not my place to do anything other than represent the employees and ask you to make a commitment to those 4 people that are not included in the document that came from the county. I appreciate your time. Have a good day.
Thank you, Mr. Collins. And I guess what I could say is I agree with you. We can't take a vote on this because it's not an agenda item for voting. I can tell you that in my opinion, I can't tell you what job they would have, but I do not want a consolidation that removes people from employment. That's my opinion, if that helps you at all. You can't, I can't tell you the job. I can't say that everybody's going to have a job totally equal to what they had. But I do not want to do a consolidation that removes people from employment.
And I understand you can't make a vote, and it doesn't have to be right here, but you just
No, but I can state my
said
opinion.
your opinion, and I appreciate that. And you could say that I will not support a
think
vote that does not include all employees having a job at the same rate. That's what I would ask from you, and
Now you
everyone
included
else.
extra words. I can't do the rate thing because I don't know what
well, Mayor, I could
rates are
say-
involved.
Sure.
If we're talking $22.50 versus $22.48, then I'm not at the same rate.
I understand. But you can understand the employee's perspective of sitting there after 19 years and not knowing if they're going to have a job. And for you to give a commitment that you'll give them a job as a janitor, it's not
it's not as
it
a
doesn't mean
janitor.
anything. I'm asking for
I guess I
something
could say a
substantial.
comparable job.
Very good.
Is that better?
That's a whole lot better,
But
yes, sir.
I can't guarantee rates on it.
I'm not asking for an exact guarantee, but, a little bit more. You say comparable, I can live with that. And all I'm asking for is for you guys to give some reassurances to those employees. That's all. Appreciate your time.
John Patton.